Hi guys, this is the average. Hi guys, this is the average Joe here once again, back playing Major Minor. Um, before I get started, I'm sorry I haven't been posting in a long time. I just got caught up with school, and it's still a lot to handle right now. And but yeah. Also, I I had so much free time on my hands before the move that I was handling 2 or 3 games at a time. But as of right now, with the games that I have running, I'm gonna finish those up one by one before I start anything else. I'm gonna first do this one, then uh, the I don't remember its name. It's been so long. The little 8-bit one. I do that one next. But anyway, without further ado, let's jump into this one and continue the story of whatever is supposed to happen. Okay. I feel like I'm supposed to hear sound, but I'm not hearing anything. Okay, maybe it'll start sooner or later. Anyway, a maid cafe, you say? I'd highly advise against that. They're just a waste of time. Plus, you two don't look like the type. Maid cafes attract a certain clique. What's that supposed to mean? Whatever you want it to mean, I guess. Thanks for making plans without me, though. It's nice to know my input is valuable. What did you have in mind? Nothing, really. I guess that's where you get off lucky. There's been something of a delay. You won't meet Clace for a day or two, so my new task is simple. Waste time. I'm supposed to take you where you want. That is, until things are back on track. Wait, then why were you mad? We gotta choose where to go. You didn't even have any ideas, Rook. I'm changing the subject now. If you want to go to a maid cafe, well, I know a few hot ones to attend. Most of them are in Electric Town. Electric Town? You don't mean Akihabara? Yes, I do. We all spend lots of time there. It's the place to be for tourists. That and Clace loves the atmosphere. A lot of his outings are in. Sorry. A lot of his outings are to Akihabara. Wow. Wow, we'll get along great then. But you mentioned something came up. Is everything okay? Why the delay? No, it's fine. Clace got into a fight. Him and his tour manager disagree a lot. But, Singe always manages to quell him. Oh. Hope it's nothing too serious. He'll be fine. Clace is a hothead. He'll be fine after venting and relaxing. Anyway, we better get moving. Won't get anywhere standing here all day. It's high time we ditch the station. Would you like to save your game? Yes, I would love to save my game. Yay, save game. Yay, fade to black. Outside train station. After a few moments of walking, we exited the station. I feel a soft breeze and take a sharp inhalation. It's nice to feel some fresh air after all that time. The plane and train rides here were definitely stuffy. Interesting. The air here feels different. Not in a bad way, I mean, just different. I thought it's probably expected, though it's probably expected in a foreign country. The air almost smells cleaner than it does back home. Whoa. What's with that smell? Not what you're used to, huh? Don't worry, you'll get used to it. Just enjoy the fresh air. You deserve it. They did rush you onto that train, right? No time to relax after that long flight. But you're good now. Relax and enjoy it. Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, wait. Does that mean we were on the same plane? That's so cool. What are the odds? Actually, it's incredibly probable. We both won the same contest after all. They likely expensed and bought stuff in sets. I don't say this though. Don't want to downplay his name. You're pretty solid actually. You both won the same contest after all. Enter Rook, the social assassin. Blurting out the things we don't dare to. I didn't think of it that way, I guess. He looks defeated. See, that's why I refrained. Well, we shouldn't stand around. We didn't leave just to waste time out here. I've got a little bit of surprise for you. Remember how we said things would be quiet? Well, Clace went and pulled some strings. The kind of strings that get you a limo. We have a limo? Like, just for us? That was a pleasant surprise, actually. Rook gives us a soft smile as he says the word limo. I can tell he's been waiting to let out that secret. Yeah, something like that. We'll use it to move you around town, at least until we leave Tokyo behind. But even then, we'll just rent a new one. This tour is going all sorts of places. You'll get to travel the world in style. Mood completely reversed. Thanks, Rook. Should we get going then? Where is it? Well, actually, it's right there. Rook points to a limo parked just a few feet away. I never expected we'd get to drive in that. Especially after they mentioned the low-key aspect. Well played. Definitely off to a good start now. He knocks on the window, calling to someone inside. After a few moments pass, a new face enters the scene. Ooh. Hello. Who are you? So, you two are it. Yeah, I guess. Two winners, remember? We're not here to visit a chocolatier. Not what I meant. Just expected something else. What does she mean by that? Well, you can call me Jade. It's a pleasure to meet the both of you. The contest just had a year of hype. I built up this weird image in my mind, expected the winners to be larger than life. I apologize if I offended you in any way. Surely you can understand what I meant. We often have these sorts of preconceptions. I suppose I know what you mean. No offense taken either. It's nice to meet you two. But speaking of preconceptions, can you tell us a little bit about Clace? I feel like the image in my mind is wrong. You've met him, right? You must have all kinds of inside knowledge. I see him all the time, but yeah, many people get him wrong. Here's a few words I'd use to describe him. Self-absorbed, egotistical, holier than thou, arrogant, disrespectful. He's the worst. Excuse me? It was a joke, Kyla. I'm gonna call him Kyla. I'm still learning this humor thing, but I guess I have a few more steps to go. That was her definition of a joke? She doesn't need steps, she needs leaps and bounds. This is almost certainly how rumors are started. Someone won't know she's joking and it'll spread. Rook tries to teach me in our off time, but I guess I've far from mastered it. Oh, that explains it. Rook taught her. He's the last person in the world I'd say is funny. Well, I'd appreciate an honest answer, of course. He can be shy and silent, but he can also be loud and outgoing. He can be polite and formal, or he can be crude and lax. He's just like any one of us. When you're up on the stage, or even when you're doing an interview, you're just putting on an act for the world. I think you'll get along with him just fine. But I don't think you know him yet either. The amount of people that do is very small. Alright. Thanks for answering. Sounds like he's under lots of pressure. It'd suck to have an image to maintain. And about the humor thing, you're doing great. Keep learning. Whoa. Kyla can lie. Thanks, Kyla. It's always fun to learn. Anyway, let's get ourselves into the limo. We'll get this adventure started. Oh, these characters are hilarious. Okay, sounds good. I can't wait. My hype levels is off of the chart. Okay. Next, fade to black. Outside the courthouse. Dun, 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 dun. Moments later. Wait, is this? We back on that? Yeah, we're on the. Okay. I get confused sometimes. We're on the other planet. We're no longer in Tokyo on Earth. We're on. I don't remember. Tatooine? No, that's not it. But some other planet in space. So, do you think that'll ruin player? Ooh. Only time will tell, Conrad. It was risky, but we succeeded. We now have our inside man. Kalen can operate from within player's home. So I have to ask, was the evidence real? It doesn't matter. It helped us. It means to an end, I believe they say. We have everything we need to take him out. I doubt player will go down without a fight. It won't be pleasant for Kalen or Kabu. What do you think he'll do? Endymion? Endymion, I think. Endymion. Yeah. They'll be put into interrogation, I think. But this doesn't cause me much concern. Kalen has been trained to resist torture. The major fact is that he's inside now. We just need to wait for his correspondence. After that, we can formulate a plan. I think he'll plant some evidence. Something we can find next time we're there. An innocent visit, an incriminating find. So, Kalen can resist torture, eh? He looks pretty frail to me. And Kabu? He'll probably face the brunt of this. It's a worthy sacrifice, isn't it? Kabu did this willingly. I guess. I can see it now. Assassin's Guild out corrupt politicians. It's gotta help our reputation, right? We're the Assassin's Guild. We need to have no reputation. I guess. Just trying to make conversation. If people found out about us, they'd quickly find that the king funds us. Then he'd be the one getting ousted. Fine. So what do we do now? The player situation will remain on standby. We must wait for instructions from Kalen. Or until we have another worlder. Player has been more than happy to take them. With that said, the ritual is our goal. It helps us on both fronts, Conrad. The ritual? Again? You sound like you're stuck in a loop. Our track record of failure is demotivating. You know how Velasquez feels about failure? But we get an off-worlder no matter what. If that happens, we bring them to Blair. We gain his trust through these failures. It's symbiotic, Conrad. It's cold, Endymion. Yes. It gives me chills. He walks away, done with the conversation. Jeez. What a mentor he is. I'll never get anywhere worthwhile. Oh well. A man can dream. Endymion, wait for me. Okay. So there's a shadow organization funded by the king to oust the corrupt politician. Okay. Anyway, back to Earth. Or some version of Earth, because I don't think we're fairies. Even though that would probably be pretty cool. We're led into a massive limo. Actually, emphasis on the massive. I didn't think it would be this big on the inside. Jade promptly gets situated in the driver's seat. This leaves Rook, Kyla. I said Kyla. I said I was going to call him Kyla. God. Ooh. Okay. Kyla and myself in the back. Wow, this is amazing. It's so spacious, so luxurious. I wait for Rook to provide some sort of witty remark. However, he doesn't. That's odd. He seems spaced out. I call his name and give him a gentle nudge. Huh? Oh, sorry, you two. I guess I was in my own little world. Actually, looked like he was staring at Jade. I find myself questioning the relationship of these two. She quickly turns and speaks to us through the divider. So, where to? Unfortunately, we're going to a maid cafe. And no, it wasn't my idea. Spare me from any snide insults, Jade. Alright, Rook. I'll keep them inside. But I think I know which maid cafe you want. Yeah. Just no mocking, okay? This is for their benefit, not mine. I wouldn't dream of it. Thanks, Jade. It means a lot to me. Alright, let's fasten our seatbelts. Don't want anyone dying before the tour. Anyways, this is the really awkward part. Where we're supposed to bond or whatever. He cringes as he says the word bond. Instead of acknowledging that, I notice something else. I can hear some noise coming from the passenger seat. Was somebody up there with Jade? I asked Rick about this. Oh, you noticed, huh? Inumi, do you want to say hey? Hey. The sleeves are so long. Roll them up or cut them off. God, that annoys me for some reason. Okay. Hey. He retreats just as quickly as he appeared. Huh? I haven't the faintest idea who that was. That was Clace's brother, Inumi. Clace's brother? But he looks nothing. It's Clace's brother, Inumi. Kylo was right, but Rook cuts him off. Was he putting on some sort of act? If anything, it was for Inumi's benefit. I decide to play along, and as does Kylo. Oh, I see. Well, that's cool. Very cool indeed. I can't tell if he's sincere or not. Well, moving on. I should go over the basics with you two. Just stuff to know before I let you wander. Make sure you're paying attention, alright? Feel free to take notes if you need to. Kylo and I lean forward and listen intently. Here's a book for the both of you to have. It lists common Japanese phrases inside. I suggest learning a few common ones. Namely, I don't understand Japanese. I'm probably assuming here, so I'm sorry. But I doubt you could hold a conversation. Oh, and if the citizens call you Gaijin, well, that's a term of endearment. Yeah, it's nice to know Rook can be civil and polite. For once, he's actually helping us. I assumed his default mode was condescend everyone. He hands each of us a book. I put mine in my pocket. It's definitely travel-sized. I'm sure it'd help. That was one of the things I was actually worried about. If someone tried to talk to me and I couldn't talk back. Oh, I almost forgot. There's one last thing you should know. It relates to current events in Tokyo. It's mostly superstition, of course, but it's gotten everyone up in arms, so it's better that you hear it from me. Ew? What is it? The Midnight Deaths. The Midnight what? Tokyo has been hit by suicide and murder. More and more cases with each passing day. But it gets a little weirder than that. All of the cases happen at midnight. Like clockwork, right on the dot. Are you serious? Of course I'm serious. What the? My phone just turned on for some weird reason. I am a little spooked. Okay, anyway. Of course I'm serious. The deaths have been mysterious in nature. No culprit for the murders, no evidence. That's why it has everybody talking. The crime scenes don't add up at all. What happens is physically impossible. But to us, that's not really important. There's something far more noteworthy, and that's when these deaths first started. What do you mean? I know it's coincidence, but these deaths started a month ago, on the night of our arrival in Tokyo. What? Some people think the tour is an ill omen, that perhaps being here is the cause of it. What? What? That's not nice. Indeed. I hope that it explains some things, especially when we kept your arrival quiet. We didn't need more fanfare around this. Restrictions are even being put upon Clace, so don't feel singled out in all of this. Everyone is being affected equally here. So to that end, please stay quiet. Don't let anybody know why you're here. At least not for the next little while. He stares at me with squinty, hateful eyes. Rub it in, Rook. I really regret breaking that NDA. And don't worry about your enjoyment. You'll still have fun, I guarantee it. There's just a few precautions to take. Later tonight, we'll get you to your hotel. Everything is still on par for the green, so just don't cause any commotions, okay? Yes, of course. Don't want to make things worse. Clace must be under enough stress as it is. Yeah, I can tell it's affecting him. It's good that you heard this from me. You know how rumors and grapevines can be. People are even saying he's the killer. They're connecting totally unrelated events. Our rival has nothing to do with all of this. But you know how it works, right? People always need something to blame. A figurehead for all their problems. I'm sorry if you guys heard a dog. The dog in my backyard don't know how to shut up. So, if you hear him again, I'm sorry. Like, seriously. Man, it's already been 22 minutes? Jeez. Hey, anyway. I suppose that's true. But they should focus on the real culprit. Clace is harmless. He couldn't do that. You're telling me. But it's still odd. Suicides are happening at midnight, too. It's not just a killer. It's something else. And whatever it is, we have no idea. Some people are blaming the supernatural. But I never really believed in that stuff. The limo slowly comes to a stop. But this just leaves us all in an awkward silence. Well, I guess that means we're here. Thanks for making conversation with me. Even if it was just in the realm of the macabre. I think that's how you say that? I don't know. I don't know every word in the English language. Yeah, could have picked a better time. Was your goal to scare us away, Rook? Because it almost worked, you know. No comment. Let's go. He leaves the limo without saying another word. For a while there, I was starting to feel free. But now I'm getting bogged down by terms and conditions. Though when I think about it, it's not too bad. I can play along if it's for the citizens' benefit. Wouldn't want to let it slip while we're really here. It'd cause a panic in the middle of Akihabara. Nah. Words I don't understand because I'm not Japanese. Well, here we are. Welcome to Akihabara. Just watch your heads as you exit. Wouldn't want to bang them on the way out. We both nod and do as instructed. Electric Town, here we come. Would you like to save your game? Yes, I would love to save my game. I can't tap it. I want to... Okay. Save. Before I step out of the limo, I was scared. Rook didn't exactly instill us with confidence. However, upon seeing Akihabara, that all changed. I looked at the pictures before, seeing things online, but like with anything else, pictures don't suffice. Well, what do you think? I think this should be the end of the episode. Um, uh, yeah, this is where I'm gonna end it. Uh, thank you guys for watching, paying attention, because I'm pretty much just running through a visual novel here. I thought this was gonna be more of a pick and choose type of game. I mean, it might be in the future. It might not have gotten to that part yet. I think I only had one choice in the game so far, or maybe it was two. But it wasn't that many because I just like decided to tell this person this or not tell this person this. So, but that was like on the train. We've done left the train a long time ago. Anyway, um, thanks for watching, paying attention, even just clicking on the video. Thanks, and like the video if you liked it. Comment if you have anything to say about this, because at the moment I'd like to know if anybody's actually watching this, because I see the views, but it's just people can easily just click on something and then click off. It's not that hard. Anyway, like, subscribe, comment, whatever. I don't be honest care. I'm just doing this because it's fun. Anyway, thank you for. I've already said this. Anyway, thank you again, I guess, then, for paying attention and stuff and blah 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 blah. In the comment section, guys, write down there if you subscribed or not. I mean, I want to know, because Gmail don't give me no notifications on if somebody subscribed. It gave me one notification. One out of like 20. That's wrong. It should have gave me all 20, but it didn't. So tell me if you subscribed, and give me suggestions on games. That's another one. Tell me what I can do to make my content better. There you go. That's a big one, because trust me, this content ain't perfect, not at all, and it ain't gonna be for a while. I got a long ways to perfect this stuff. Anyway, and leave a comment. Leave a comment below on where you think this is going, on how you think this is going to take a change, how this is going to take a turn in the story. But don't comment if you've already played this or have seen the computer version. Don't do that, because I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want any spoilers, okay? Anyway, thanks, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.